You know, a lot of people ask me, what does retirement really mean to me? Kris Krohn here with Limitless TV, and I'll share with you exactly how I feel about it. So retirement's a real funny notion. It's an idea that we got in our head inside the last 100, 200 years. Up until that time, there was no concept or idea of what retirement was. People worked their entire life long until people died. And maybe there's a small handful of people that became wealthy and stopped working. But in our day and age, in our century, we've developed this concept that I should work for 30 or 40 years, find a way to save a certain amount of money, and then I'm going to retire, which means I'm going to take a break from working and I'm going to live out the rest of my days trying to do fulfilling things. Retirement is usually coupled with an idea, however, of money. And our society has a really broken concept of what that looks like. For us, society kind of paints this picture of go to college, get a degree, get a job, and once you're smart because you got that piece of paper, work for somebody for 30, 40 years, contribute to a 401k, maybe your tax advisor puts money in an IRA, and try to pay off your house. And you're gonna dink around like that for 30, 40 years. You're gonna make little itsy bits of progress. And after 30 or 40 years of working, maybe you're lucky enough to have your house paid off, because very few do. Maybe you've got some stayed in a 401k or IRA, and now it's your big day. I'm going to take this to my financial planner and say, retire me. And your financial planner is going to take your 401k IRA, they're going to dump it into an annuity, and basically they can max pay you 3% out of that. So if I got, for example, let's say I even saved $200,000. 3% of $200,000 is $6,000. Think about that for a minute. Can you live off of $6,000? Even combine that with a little bit of Social Security, $6,000 a year, mind you, which means $500 a month. That doesn't work. And so people get all sorts of money saved up on this journey for 30, 40 years. And at the end of the day, retirement is broken and we don't get where we need to go. So what does retirement mean to me? First of all, I'll never retire from what I love doing. Every one of us should find something we love doing so much that the concept of retirement is just ridiculous. Financial security, on the other hand, well, that's altogether different. Who doesn't want to be financially secure? For me, ultimately, I want to have my finances arranged that I can just spend my days doing what I love. And that is the blessing that I've had for over a decade now. You see, the day that I quit my job, I'll never forget riding in my top-down BMW on that road, calling up my wife, my father-in-law, asking people to celebrate with me, because I started breathing new oxygen that day. And part of it was from financial security, and part of it was because I was retired from working corporate. I was retired from working someone else's dreams, and I was now living my dreams entirely. So there's a couple of things that you can do to produce financial security for you. The first one is everyone needs to have real estate in their portfolio. Why? It's not tied to the stock market. It's not tied to the economy. It's not tied to other people and going up and down. The real estate, the way I do it, you can search out the videos here. There's numerous videos that I posted on how to do this. Real estate takes me a small fraction of my time every single month. I got a team running it for me. And essentially, I own all of these houses that are working day and night for me. Every month they pay me. And then when I eventually sell them, I make a nice, big, juicy check. I just had a closing yesterday and I have a $66,000 check arriving probably today, maybe tomorrow. And so buying enough real estate, that's something that takes care of me. But that's my passive income. Then I'm also building an income from my active income, which is really based in my passion of where I love to be. For me, I love Limitless. My life revolves around Limitless. And even though I have all these other companies and I've got my hands in all these different cookie pots, at the end of the day, I put my time and energy with what I love doing. And it doesn't even matter if there's an opportunity that could pay me more money. It's not about how much. It's about doing what you love. Because if that's something you can't retire from and something that you love, then number one, usually doing what you love pays you far better than whatever it is you are doing. And second of all, you get something money can't buy. You get a fulfillment, you get a peace, you get a happiness. It's joyful to do the things that you love doing. And so my invitation for you when it comes to this idea of retirement is do what you love, and then two, set yourself up for a good residual. Now, you can build a residual in any business and you can also build it in real estate, and it all comes down to leverage. In fact, that's what all financial security really comes down to. Real estate is where I accumulate wealth. It's where I create my monthly cash flows. And then I invest in my business, and my business takes care of me, and I get to do what I love. So my concept of retirement, and the one for you to really try on, is is imagine living in a life where financially everything goes your way. Imagine all your needs being met. Imagine doing what you love. And it takes some planning on how to do that. And if you watch some of these videos, I hope that you'll pick up some ideas that have been treasures for me. In fact, it's been like treasure hunting. These videos, I create everyone around an idea of something that has created a massive positive impact for me in my life. And I hope it'll do that for you too now. I guess the most important thing I can share with you is to make sure you've got a plan for your retirement. Have a definition, know what it means, know what you want, and set it in motion. If you want a financial game plan, you want to jump into real estate, then go check out the details below, and my team will help you get rocking right now.